Good morning, everybody. Thanks for being here this morning. Welcome to 9 a.m. Gentle Flow Yoga. So wherever you're signing in from, hopefully you have a nice space. And if you need to get a block or a blanket to have nearby, feel free to take a moment to do that. Good morning, Sonia. See her in the chat bar. So these 9 a.m. classes, if you have requests, you can always type that in the chat bar the day of, or you can send a message beforehand. So if there's any requests today, or if anyone wants to turn their mic on really quick, you can do that. I was thinking of doing some hip openers, some kind of gentle flow movements, just to get our bodies going for the day, and we'll end with a nice relaxation. So if there's anything else anyone's hoping for this morning, this is a gentle class. If you're wanting a vigorous class, Breezy will be doing one tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. So just know that that's happening, and we'll continue doing our Monday evening classes as well at 6 p.m. So different times, different offerings. And then there's kids yoga at 10 a.m. on Mondays, which is also open for playful adults. So all of that's on our online page on our website. So thanks for being here. And let's start off in a nice comfortable position, closing your eyes, placing your hands on your heart, and bringing our attention to our breath. So taking a nice deep breath in, filling the belly and lungs with breath, and a nice deep breath out. Two more nice, long, lengthy breaths in and out. One more breath in and breath out. Keeping your right hand on your heart, release the left hand to the earth, touching the ground or the floor. Feel that connection, that solid place beneath us, grounding us, allowing us to arrive into the day, and connecting us to everything, everyone out there, sharing the same earth, the same space, the same breath. Let's take 3 breaths with awareness of that connection. Deep breath in and breath out. Breathing in the energy of the earth and breathing out our energy into it. One more time. Exhale. Bringing palms together in front of the heart. We'll join our voice with the sound of Om 3 times. Breath in. Om. Breath in. Om. One more time, breath in. Om. Releasing both hands to the earth, lengthening through the spine, opening the heart space out. Take a nice deep breath here. And exhale, release. Inhaling the right arm up by the right ear and side bending. So taking a nice side bend to the right. Inhale, come back to center and bringing left arm up by left ear and taking a nice side bend over to the left. Inhale, come back to center, release the hand to the ground. Inhaling, arms up over the head, interlace the hands and press palms towards the sky. Drawing the shoulders down the back. And exhale, release the hands, touch the earth. Inhale the arms up, take the opposite interlace. And again, press those palms skyward. Gently draw the shoulder blades down the back and gently knit the ribs in towards the back body. So we're staying strong in the core. And exhale, release the hands to the earth. Bringing palms together, we're gonna rub our hands and create a little bit of heat with the hands. A little more heat. A little more heat. And then go ahead and place those hands over the eyes, giving the eyes a break from all the stimuli that we're taking in. Feel the warmth of the hands over the eyes. And then gently blink the eyes open. And bring the hands back down in front of the heart. Let's release our hands and slowly come down onto our backs. We'll do a lot of today's practice on our back. You can take your feet hip width apart, the knees are up towards the sky. And actually take your feet a little wider, maybe the width of your yoga mat if you're using a yoga mat. And then we're gonna take both knees over to the right in a twist. And then come back to center. And then over to the left in a twist. And back to center. We're gonna do this 4 more times with your breath. So get a nice flow moving with your breath. You can stretch your arms long out to the side or like cactus arms. Taking your time, being gentle with yourself, allowing that lower back to release as you move those knees back and forth with the breath. As you're moving, release any tension in the jaw. And as you finish 5 rounds, bringing the knees back to center. And we'll make our way into reclined pigeon pose. So taking the right ankle over the left knee, feet are hip width apart, and you're laying on your back. I'm just demoing it sitting up. And then draw that left knee into the chest, hands interlace behind the thigh. And you can activate through both feet, spreading the toes. If you want it more relaxed, you can relax the feet. Go ahead and you can take the left or the right ankle and make rolls with the ankles. Just giving a little attention to that joint. And take that roll in the opposite direction. And if it feels good to straighten that left leg, go ahead and straighten the left leg. Take a couple more breaths here in reclined pigeon. You can actively draw the right knee away from the body. That increases the stretch some. And then exhale, go ahead and bring both feet back to the earth, knees up towards the sky. And as both feet land on the earth, inhale and reach the arms long overhead, stretching them long on the ground above you. Nice full breath here. And exhale the hands back down to the side. And we'll take second side. So this time bringing the left ankle atop the right knee. On an inhale, draw that right knee into the chest and interlace hands back behind the thigh. Taking a few breaths here. You can go ahead and rotate the ankles. Rotate the opposite direction. And then if you straighten that leg on the first side, go ahead and straighten the leg on the second side. Take another couple breaths here. And exhale, releasing the feet flat on the earth, knees pointing up towards the sky. On an inhale, reach arms overhead, reach them long, stretch them long on the earth. And then exhale, bringing them back down to the side. Inhale, and we're gonna bring our elbows in close to our bodies, all 10 fingers pointing towards the sky, spreading the fingers. So we're gonna come into some spine movement with bridge pose. So feet are about hip width apart, elbows in close to the side body. On an inhale, lift the quadriceps up to the sky, lifting the backside of the body off the earth. Press into the backs of the arms. Full inhale, and then as you reach the top of your inhale, exhale one vertebrae at a time. The sacrum, that lower back, will come down to the earth last. So this is a fluid movement, moving with our breath. As soon as that sacrum touches, inhale and lift into bridge again, vertebrae by vertebrae. So taking your time with the movement and moving with the breath. As you reach the top of the breath, exhale and come down, vertebrae by vertebrae, sacrum last. And we'll do that one more time with your breath. Nice full breath, full expression in the pose. Exhaling that slow movement, releasing the vertebrae. Sacrum comes all the way down to the earth. Taking the feet a little wider and allowing the knees to rest in on one another. You can release the arms. Take a full breath here. And on your next inhale, bringing both feet, soles of the feet up towards the sky, wide-legged. We're coming into happy baby pose. So reaching for the outer edge of the feet, soles of the feet are up towards the sky, knees are bent. And you can rock back and forth. You can roll the length of the spine, just kind of exploring your area, your back. You can look at your toes if you want. You can giggle if you want. I can't hear you because you're muted, so you can say whatever you want. Roll back and forth. And then you can go ahead and release the feet back to the earth. And then we'll take our right leg and wrap it over the left leg. So we're stacking our knees. We're gonna make fire log leg pose, and we're gonna stack those legs and reach for the outer edge of our feet. So it's a hip opener. We'll take 3 breaths there. So I'll do it sit here. I'll move back so you can see. Three breaths. At the end of your 3rd breath, you can release your feet to the earth. Stretch the arms long for a full breath. And on the exhale, bring the hands back down and take second side. So wrapping the left leg over the right, reaching for the outer edge of the feet, drawing those feet in. Three full breaths. And exhale, release both feet to the earth. And we'll slowly roll over onto our right side. Take a full breath here. And exhale, we'll release and come up to hands and knees. So take your time as we come to hands and knees. And we'll move into a cat-cow position here. So hands are shoulder width apart. You can line your shoulders up over the wrists, knees are hip width apart. You can roll the toes under and go ahead and take 3 cat-cows. So gaze comes up, arching the back. Full breath. Exhale, round the back, and you can look at the belly button. 2 more times with your breath. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, rounding the back. Again, inhale, arch the back. Exhale, rounding the back. Come back to spine neutral. And on an inhale, we're gonna walk our hands over to the left in a big arc and looking back at that left foot. So we're getting a side stretch here. And walk the hands back to center and take them the opposite direction. So over to the right, gaze back at that right foot. And come back to center. We're gonna sit back on our heels, interlace the hands, and make figure eights in one direction with the hands, so releasing the wrist joint. If you've been doing a lot of zooming and things in computers, you may need to release those wrists a little. And then take the opposite direction. And then make little gentle fists here. You're sitting back, all 10 toes on the earth, and we're gonna open and close our hands really quickly 20 times. It's gonna look really cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and then shake those hands out. Just shake them out. Shake them out. Okay, and then we'll come back down to hands and knees, release those toes. Woo. Okay. Take the knees wide and we'll come into a wide-legged child's pose. So allow the head to come to the earth, or you can stack your fists one on top of another and allow the neck to be spine neutral in that way. Releasing any tension in the neck. One more breath. And then come on up, place the hands on the earth, back to our hands and knee position. Roll the toes under and we'll lift into a downward facing dog. So go ahead and lift up to downward dog. You can bend the knees deeply to start. Keep the knees bent if you like. Or you can gently release one heel to the earth and then the other. So just warming up, getting some gentle movement. Maybe hear some clicks and clacks of the body. And then take the feet really wide and see what happens when you make your downward dog really spacious. And then allow yourself to move in that space as your body wants to. Is there any tight spots or sticky spots or really open spots we want to explore? Let's take some nice gentle movement there. Seeing how your body's feeling today. And let's come back down to hands and knees. We'll take our left arm out to the side in a T, and we're gonna thread it underneath the right armpit and take the left cheek to the earth. So we're opening through the shoulder and twisting in the upper back. And on an inhale, coming back up to table, taking the right arm out to the side in a T, and then threading it under the left armpit. The right cheek comes to the earth, come up high on the left fingertips. And open through that shoulder space. Inhale, let's come back to our tabletop. And on an inhale, I'll wait till everyone's there. On an inhale, let's take big, wide motions with the hips. So we're gonna make big circles with our hips in one direction so we come over our wrists, and back towards our heels. You can really get the shoulders into it. We'll do about 4 or 5 times each side. Move with your breath. Explore with the body here. And as you're ready, taking the opposite direction, going over each wrist, coming back towards each heel. Nice big circles, fluid movement. And then landing back in that tabletop position, pressing into the tops of the feet. Let's stretch the right foot back. All 5 toes are on the earth. And you can lift the left arm up. So we're getting ready for some balance. So this may feel like enough of a pose right here. We're engaging the core, reaching that right foot back, but we're stabilized on the ground and lifting the left arm up. So you can stay here, or if you'd like to play with lifting that back foot up and stretching through the fingertips and the toes. Strong in the core. We'll hold for 3, 2, 1. Release to the earth, wide-legged child's pose. Sit back into child's. Full breath here. Fill the back body with breath. And inhale, coming back up to table. And we'll prepare the second side. So reaching our right foot back with our left foot back with all 5 toes on the earth. Get yourself nice and stable. And then bring the right arm out, stretching it long. So you may stay here, still engage the core, or you may lift that back leg, extending. And we'll hold for 3, 2, 1, and release to the earth. And sitting back in child's pose. Full breath in child's pose. And then let's walk our hands over to the left and place the right hand on top of the left for a nice side stretch. And then walking the hands to center, move through center and walk them over to the right, placing the left hand on top of the right. And side stretch. Let's walk our hands back to center. You can kind of palm at the yoga mat, engage the core and draw ourselves back up to tabletop. And bring the knees in towards the wrists. We're gonna bring the fingertips back towards the knees. And this may be very much enough of a stretch here. Or you may wanna just very slowly, very gently sit back towards your heels. So careful if you overextend your arms. You wanna have a slight bend in the elbows if you do. And if that's too intense, you may wanna just try one at a time so that you don't overdo it. Just a nice little stretch of the wrist. And then you can go ahead and place both palms to the earth. We'll come back to our tabletop, bringing the shoulders over the wrists, rolling all 10 toes under, and let's lower down to the earth, knees, chest, chin, or all the way on the ground, on our bellies. And let's take our right arm out to the side, high on the left fingertips, and we're gonna roll over onto our right side, bringing our left leg back behind us, opening that shoulder. Taking a couple breaths here. And inhale back to center. Switching sides, left arm out to the side in a T, high on the right fingertips, and then roll over onto that left side. And inhale, coming back to center, hands come to chest line. Press into the feet. We're gonna move through 3 baby cobras. So spread the hands on an inhale, lengthen through the spine as we lift off the ground just a little bit, feeling that length of spine, and exhale, release. Inhale, lift to cobra. Exhale, release. One more time, inhale. And exhale, release, stack the hands and take a full rest for 3 breaths. Breathing into the back body. Nice deep breaths. And then go ahead and bring hands out to the side. We're gonna move into downward facing dog. So bringing your hands into that position. You can come up onto hands and knees first. And then lift into your downward facing dog. So spread through the hands, spread through the toes. If this is feeling too much this morning, you can come down into child's pose. And then go ahead and lift one leg towards the sky, keeping the toes pointed towards the earth. And then bend that knee and open the hip. And then go ahead and straighten that leg and bring that foot back to the earth. Let's come back down to our knees, to our table, and take a breath in child's pose. Inhale, come on back up into tabletop. And then inhale, take an exhale, and inhale, coming into our downward facing dog. Spread through the hands, spread through the toes. And then take your second side, second leg, lengthen it up towards the sky, all 5 toes facing the earth. Take a couple breaths here. And then as you're ready, bending the knee and opening the hip. Straightening that leg and bringing that foot back down to the earth. Coming back down to the earth, onto our knees, and you can take knees, chest, chin to the earth. We'll come into one more cobra, so slither on through to our cobra pose. And then exhale, you can release to the earth, stack the hands, and take 3 resting breaths on your belly. Okay, as you're ready, we're gonna roll back over onto our backs for one more little fluid movement practice, and then final resting pose. So roll over onto your back. And on an inhale, go ahead and draw your knee into your chest. On an exhale, take that knee in the same side hand and open out to the right. So I'm on my right leg. On an inhale, bring that knee back into center. And on an exhale, take that leg over the body for a twist. Inhale, come back to center, straighten the leg. Exhale, lift your forehead towards that chin. Inhale, come back down. Exhale, release that right leg to the earth. We'll take second side. Inhale, the left knee into the chest. Exhale, take the left knee in the left hand and open it to the left. Inhale to center. Exhale, straighten the leg. Inhale, forehead to shin. Exhale, release all the way to the earth. We're gonna do this 2 more times each side so you can get the rhythm down. Inhale, right knee. Exhale, open right knee to the side. Inhale, knee to center. Exhale, twist. Inhale to center. Exhale, straighten the leg. Inhale, forehead to shin. Exhale, release leg to the earth. Second side. Inhale, knee to the chest. Exhale, left knee opens to the side. Inhale, knee to center. Exhale, twist over the body. Inhale, left knee to center. Exhale, straighten the leg. Inhale, forehead to shin. Exhale, release leg to the earth. One more time each side. Inhale, right knee in. Exhale, open to the side. Inhale, knee to center. Exhale, twist over the body. Inhale, knee to center. Exhale, straighten the leg. Inhale, forehead to shin. Exhale, release to the earth. Final side, inhale, knee to center. Exhale, knee to the side. Inhale, knee to center. Exhale, twisting over the body. Inhale to center, straighten the leg. Exhale, forehead to shin. Inhale, release the leg to the earth. So feel free to take any other stretches you need before coming into final resting pose. And take the time, if you want to get cozy, get your blanket, put on socks, put something over your eyes if that's helpful. And as you're ready, coming into that final resting place, allowing your head to be heavy on the earth. Allow that spine that we've gently moved through this practice to feel supported on the earth and feel lengthened, lubricated. Allow the backs of the arms to feel heavy on the earth, and the backs of the legs. Allow the eyes to feel heavy and the eyelids to rest over the eyes. A deep nourishment of closing the eyes, drawing those senses inward. And see if you can notice the space in the bridge of your nose. The space in the back of the mouth. The space behind the eyes. The space where the sound enters the ears. The space in the jaw. Space in the mouth. Between the teeth. Notice a space in the shoulder joint, the elbow joint, and the wrist. Space between each finger. Noticing the space in the hip joints. Space in the knees. Space in the ankles. Space between all 10 toes. Notice the space around the heart. See if you can allow that to fill with a bright, beautiful light, a radiance that radiates inward as well as outward. Allow your breath to flow with ease through all of this space. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah, Om Namah, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah, Om Namah, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. You're welcome to continue to stay here for as long as you have time and availability. And if you'd like to come out of it, gently wiggle fingers and toes and bring your attention to your breath. And on an inhale, reaching arms overhead, reaching toes and legs long, stretching out. And exhaling, rolling over onto one side, using your lower arm as a pillow. Taking one more full breath here. And then using that upper arm to help come up to a seated position, bringing the head up last, and bringing hands in front of the heart. And taking a moment here for gratitude, thinking of something, someone you're thankful for in your world, in your life. And then in a gesture, keeping the thumbs and pinkies together and opening some of that gratitude out to the world. And bringing it back in towards our own heart. Thank you for practice today. Namaste.